Hello everyone. Today we are going to see few important computer science general knowledge questions which are frequently asked in competitive exams. 91st question is, what does an internet service provider ISP means? ISP nothing but internet service providers, and the answer is a telephone network which helps you to connect to the internet. For example, we have Geo network, Airtel network. Okay, these are telephone networks. These telephone network help us to connect to the internet. These are the internet service providers. Next question is, URL is, what is URL? URL is nothing but it is the address, and the answer is address. URL is a address. It is a web address. Next question is, URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. URL is a address. It is a web page address. Okay, and it stands for Uniform Resource Locator. Here you can see www.icantutorials.com. It is a URL. On the Google, whenever I type this address www.icantutorials.com, it opens my website's home page, and this is called as the URL of my website's home page. URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. It is an address. Example for URL is www.icantutorials.com, www.google.com. All these are called as the URLs, or the web page addresses. Next question is, what is the internet? What do you mean by internet? And the answer is, it is a global network of networks. Suppose in our college there is a simple network where several devices are connected. In another college there is another network. Another city there is another network. All these networks are interconnected, and it becomes the global network. All the devices, all the computers in the entire world, they are connected to a single network, and this forms the global network of network, and it is called as the internet. Next question is, HTTP is the abbreviation for, and the answer is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Okay, so HTTP, whenever we open our browser like Google Chrome, in the address bar, on the left side of the address bar, there will be written HTTPS. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and S stands for secure. What does it mean? It means whatever website we are opening, it is a secure website. So before searching anything on the browsers, you have to check that is, it is HTTPS, Hypertext Transfer Protocol secure. It means this is a website checked by the Google Chrome, that is, it is a secure website, and we can open that website. That is, HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and S stands for secure. Okay, what is HTTP? HTTP is a protocol. What do you mean by protocol? Protocols are nothing but they are the rules, regulations and guidelines which are required for the data transfer. Okay, whenever we open a website, or whenever we search something on the Google Chrome or any browser, there are some rules and regulations, how the data transfers, how the control transfers, how the request and response work on a browser or a website. There are some rules and regulations. Those rules and regulations are called as the protocol. HTTP is one of them. There are so many protocols like HTTP, FTP, SMTP, okay, ARP, RARP. There are so many protocols. Based on those protocols, our internet or our websites work. Basically, protocols are nothing but they are the rules, regulations, guidelines. For what? For data transfer. Whenever we send a request to a web server, how that website responds, this request and response, for those things there are some rules and regulations. They are called as the protocols. FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. Like HTTP, FTP is also a protocol, that is File Transfer Protocol. Next question is, what is FTP? Which is a file transfer protocol. It transfers the files from one host to another host. So FTP means file transfer protocol, which transfers the files from one computer or one mobile to another mobile. These computers and mobiles are also called as the hosts. Okay, from one mobile to another mobile or one computer to another computer, files are transferred. Okay, that is the work of the FTP, that is file transfer protocol. Browser is a, and the answer is none of this. Browser is not a component, it is not a tool, it is not a device. So what do you mean by browser? Browser is a application software. Browser is a application software. For example, example for browsers are Google Chrome. Okay, Google Chrome is an example. Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, all these are the examples for the browsers. They are the example for application softwares. They are the client side softwares. And the last question of today's video is, that is 100th question. A unique identifier for the location of a specific web page is called as URL, Uniform Resource Locator. For example, in my website www.icantutorials.com, I want to search a content like general knowledge content. For that, I need a URL, that is address of that page. Address of that page, that is called as the URL. This URL www.icantutorials, this is also called as the URL. And in that website, I want a specific web page. For that, I type some other address, that is called as the URL. URL is nothing but that is the address, Uniform Resource Locator. Whenever we want to search anything in the website, we type the address of that web page, that is called URL, Uniform Resource Locator. FAQ means frequently asked question, FTP file transfer protocol, and HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Thank you.